guys, and let's start our marketing scrum. And let me share my screen. Okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Mas Gani, for already record this meeting. And so I will start this Scrum. We jump to the each campaign update. We will start a report from each user funnel, which is from a partnership and also a guest user funnel. So I will start from SLA partnership first, which is from me. So from me is okay. Let me open the card first. Yeah. So this card basically we still update the SLA based on the impression. Basically, this current performance is we have 435 impressions. Basically, if there's a difference with the previous week, in this week we want to settle the each KPI of this or each SLA of this. So yeah, that's the update of the overall number in impressions. And for the numbers of leads, I believe there's a 0 leads currently. But yeah, that's the information that I get from Nadine. So yeah, that's the update of the SLA for the partnership. And yeah, let's move to SLA for guest revenue support service. Over to you, Mas Gini, for the update.
Okay, thank you very much, Rafizal. So for the SLA awareness for the guest funnel, sorry, I forget to sum up the total impression, but as you can see, the Airbnb is 64,000 and Facebook is over 100 listing view and Instagram is 165,000. I haven't sum up yet because there are some campaign that not fully updated yet, so I still have a doubt on that. And for the total engagement, as you can see as well, so we have Airbnb is 108 inquiry request to book at Istanbul, and Facebook we have, I believe it's only 21 inquiries. Booking.com 5 Istanbul and Instagram is 9 inquiries. Yeah. So if you scroll down a little bit as well on the comment section, that I also attach the summary of the SLA each campaign. Yeah. So yeah, I think just that as well.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for the very detailed update, yeah, on the SLA for guest funnel. And yeah, that's for the report of the SLA. And let's move to the focus of the campaign of each user funnel, which is from the partnership and also for the guest. So maybe for the partnership first, what is the focus campaign of the partnership funnel? The first one is absolutely the first one is a website campaign. The second is Facebook ads from Zaki, this one, and the third is the partner persona. Yeah, improving the partner persona for the purpose for partnership. Yeah, of course. So why I choose these three focus? Before, the first one is website campaign. It is the most perform campaign for now to generate leads. And the second one is, I believe there's some change that from Eriko, yeah, regarding the live chat and yeah, basically the chatbot itself. And yeah, that's why I choose website. The second is Facebook ads. The first why I choose Facebook ads for the second priority in partnership campaign, because in Facebook ads we try to see the performance basically for the ads itself. What is the insight for this, and what is the takeaway, and what's the next action for this? And I think that can be our prioritization in this week. And then the third one is the improving the partner persona. So this idea came up from Vicky, our previous trial candidate. Basically, she came with the idea to improve our current partner persona, and I believe it is also aligned with our current prioritization in marketing. So this is my third prioritization. Other than that is we it is this is very important also to target our next audience based on the channel, basically on each channel, yeah. So that's the prioritization of the world partnership focus campaign. Any questions regarding the prioritization for the partnership? Good from Audrey. Okay, Erika, all good. Okay, Sharon. Okay, there's no questions, yeah, about the partnership focus campaign. Okay, if already all good, maybe I will give the floor to the each campaign manager of the campaign that we already focused before. So for the website first, offer to Eriko, over to you for the update.
Okay, thank you, Rizal. Can you please click on the Trello card for the website
Yep.
campaign? And then we'll start off with going through the SLA and KPI for August.
Wait. On the description, yeah. Sorry, Eriko, where is the located of the SLA?
You can just scroll down. It's part of the update. Scroll down. It's part of the marketing funnel update.
Marketing funnel update.
Oh, it's not okay. I think the image disappeared. It's okay. I will share it again. After this meeting. Okay, so just to break it down, right? It's alright, Rizal. I think the image is not attached for some reason. Okay, I will attach it again. But for the KPI, it's basically 2,500 page views. That is for the month of August, and it's totally achievable because in July 2,200 page views. And then for the number of leads, for the month of August, it's 6. So we are targeting at 1.5 leads.
Okay. Continue, Eriko. Hello. It is lagging from my side.
Hi, is this better?
Is this better?
Yep. I think better. Yeah, please talk again, Eriko.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I'll just repeat myself. Maybe for the month of August, for KPI, we are looking at 2,500. So that is from July, we are looking at 2,200. For the month of August, we are looking at 2,500. Okay, and then for the number of leads, we are looking at 1.5 or 1.5 leads per week. So that is 6 leads for the entire month of August in total. And for the average time spent on MMP page, we are looking at 20%. Sorry, not 20%, 33% increase. So that is 1 minute to 1 minute 20 second in the month of August. So that's basically for the month of for the KPIs for the month of August. And then moving on to the action points and the performance and the next action. So for this week, for the action points, it will be Nadia has implemented the Calendly button as a pop-up now. So that's what's been changed over the website in the past week. And for performance in terms of web traffic. So overall web traffic increased by almost 20%. And the main reason is driven by GMB's web traffic, which has been up by 300% this week from last week. So perhaps later handing over to Rizal, you can then perhaps give a better analysis of why you think there is such an increase in GMB's traffic. And one of the new insight that I would like to draw to highlight this week is that there I think that there's a blurring of lines between what we think is the audience for each page already. So the reason why I said this is because when I was analyzing Hotjar, one of the things that I realized of the partner's journey when after exiting the MMP page is that these potential partners went on to visiting the booking page and they behave like what a guest would do. So eventually after exiting the MMP page they went on to the booking page and then they click on the filters and basically do everything like how a potential guest would do. And I'm assuming that this is presumably to check how they manage the properties under us. And that's why one of the newest but I think very important insight here is that there's basically a blurring of lines and not as simple as we think. So basically partners journey as it's not as simple as we think. They do not only visit the MMP page, and guests do not only visit like the booking page. So right now, like everything is joined together. So in conclusion, I think the what is that called, improvement of the entire website is essential for all target for all target audience on BV's page. And so for the next action, also motivated by one of Mr. Jing's threads below. So for my next action, I would like to identify potential, successful partner stories that we can use as case studies for MMP page. And so this will function as referrals or community voice in Mr. Jing's words, but in written form. And we'll put it on the MMP page. And if you'd like to see a reference of this, B&B Profits, one of our competitors, is already doing it in their website. So that's basically kind of similar how we're going to implement it. And other updates that will be coming up this or early next week will be changes to package plans, testimonials, and an elaboration page for the service. So these are awaiting execution by the other chapters. Yep. So that is my update for the website campaign itself. And before I go on to the live chat, is there any questions that anyone like to clarify regarding this website campaign so far?
Okay, over to the floor. Is there any questions regarding a website campaign?
If there's any part that I've spoken too fast, because I see there's a lot of feedback, and I apologize for the from the marketing peer review. You can also clarify with me, or drop me a Slack if you are too shy to voice out over here.
Okay, yeah, over to you, Mas Gani.
Yeah, maybe just a simple question. So how about the organic traffic? Is it stable or is it decreased?
For the organic traffic, actually, it decreased.
Okay.
The overall organic traffic, it decreased, but I did not draw any insight from that, and that's why I did not leave it updated, because organic traffic is something in which the partners, they actually type into Google search. It is part of their demand for our service. So I could not exactly come up with a solution as to how we could enhance their demand for our service. Yes, that's why I did not include. But perhaps if anyone has any idea, please voice out.
No, I just want to clarify. So do you mean that our effort on SEO, like SEO article, SEO distribution content, is not really effective yet?
Uh, no, not to directly attribute it to that, because the last I searched for the Bukit Vista using our keywords that we targeted, we were still ranked at number 3. So there was no change.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Eriko.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you for the questions, Mas Gani. Over to everyone. Is there any questions? Nope. Okay, maybe my question, Eriko, before we move to live chat update. So my question is, why do you think we can achieve 6 clicks for this website campaign? Where do you think it's also achievable? And That's my question for you, Eriko.
Okay, thank you, Rizal, for your question. So, looking at the past month, for the month of July, I believe that I can't exactly remember, but I believe that we only have like one lead or basically 0 to 1 lead. But the reason why I actually kept it at six, because for the previous month, we were actually, for the previous 2 months, we were actually looking at 8 MQLs, right? And if we were to drastically decrease this, it would not make any sense. That was part of my consideration. And but definitely, if we are looking at the decrease instead of an increase, because well, there's no leads coming in for the past few weeks, and realistically speaking, what I'm thinking that is that it actually is more realistic to target 4 leads per week as opposed to 6 leads per week. Six is more of a stretch target, but the reason why I kept it at six is because as pointed earlier, I didn't want to decrease it too suddenly, and also because we're actively improving the website here on numerous, not only on the MMP page. I believe that Zaki is also improving on the booking page, and different departments are also improving on the different pages itself. So we are hoping that six is more of a stretch target, that as we actively improve different parts of the website, we are actually hoping to see more conversions. That's why I kept it at six.
Okay, I see. Okay, my next question is here I go.
Mm.
I believe we have some change here on the Calendly, and also changing the section on WhatsApp button, and also a fun button. Do you think there's any improvement after we change the section and also put the Calendly into MMP for the pop-up things?
Okay. Thank you for your question. So, firstly, to make things clear for everyone, the thing that is changed on the MMP page is actually the CTA copywriting. The main CTA
Mm.
copywriting. The buttons have more or less remained the same, um, but but because I'm not seeing any much effectiveness from it, I only seeing users are staying on the main CTA section. So it means that they are reading, and the messages is to a certain extent effective, but still not effective for them to click. So that's why actually I brought up to Nadia over the weekend that, whether or not we should actually change the color of the what is that called, the phone button and the Calendly button, to ensure that not all three buttons are different colors, uh,
Mm.
because different colors actually, all three are equally as striking. So if all three are equally as striking, then the decision fatigue problem comes into hand again. So that's why I actually brought up to Nadia, whether we can actually change, make one colored and the other two transparent, but with a colored outline. So I think she's still working on that. And as for Calendly, this is an issue that, not only from my perspective, I'm also speaking on behalf of Nadia, because we discussed this issue before. Calendly is an additional feature that we add on the website, but one which we don't actually really expect much people to click on and organize with us, because Calendly itself is not a very what is that called, widely known feature. I mean, we can ask the fellow interns here that before joining Bukit Vista, if I were to say the word book on Calendly, who does know what Calendly is? Definitely for myself, I have no idea what Calendly is. Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's why we don't really expect much on Calendly, but it's just an additional option over there should people want to, or foreigners who actually know the feature want to use this service. Yeah. And also, one thing that I would just like to add on this Calendly service, I noticed that other competitors' website, I can't remember which, but but a few of our competitor website actually still use this Calendly feature on it as well.
Okay, I see. As for your observation, is there any people that click the Calendly that pop up on your analysis, or on your Hotjar analysis?
We can't see that through Hotjar. It's Hotjar does not have that feature.
Okay, but I believe on Hotjar we already implement the button, right? So is there any click button on the Calendly on this last week?
No.
Okay. Okay, yep. I think that's all from me. The questions, Eriko. Over to everyone. Is there any questions regarding website campaign? All good. Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. Yep, all good from Audrey. And yeah, sorry guys, because I don't know my camera is turned off. So yeah, I cannot see you. You cannot see my face. Okay, and let's move to ini ya, Eriko for the live chat update.
Okay, great. Okay, for the live chat. Okay, so in the past week, the all the marketing interns, inclusive of BD interns, have embarked on this live chat operation. Everyone has first-hand experience already, and some of the most what is that called? Oh, basically, we today is the last day of the live chat, and I believe I can't remember, is it Kyla or Zaki is actually still managing the live chat at the moment. And one of the most prominent updates that we are hearing across all operators basically is that there is very few interactions with the live chat. Very few to the extent that you can even call it non-existent. So there is basically no demand for the live chat. And so what the interns attempted to do early into the week when we discovered this problem is that we tried to invite on the live chat console, we try to invite the users who are on the page to actually chat with us. So on the live chat console, we can actually see where the users are at, which page they are at now. So most of us would engage them when they are on the Manage My Property page, and reading and basically staying on that page for a certain time really. So that's what we do. We attempted to engage them by clicking on the invite and try to engage them inside. And we tried to do this in two versions. Firstly, our original English version, and secondly, through the Indonesian version as a starter greeting. And the rationale for this is because one of the realizations that we came across is that most users are actually using the Indonesian version of the MMP page as opposed to the English version of the MMP page, and it's a quite a very significant difference. It's like about 85% difference. Like 85% of local users are basically using the Indonesian version as opposed to English version. That's how we tried both Indonesian greeting and English greeting, but the end results were the same. So the end results were basically the user either declined the invitation, or they ignored the invitation, or they exited the website. So basically the same. We were the live chat feature was not engaged at all. So I think that's basically sums up all our experience through this live chat. Maybe the interns can add on their experience. You can appoint any of them. They can probably elaborate later on. And but what we are looking at beyond this live chat, because this live chat is basically the reason for this implementation is because we are testing market waters. The very primary reason of an objective of why we are doing this is because we want to see whether there's basically enough interactions with the live chat. But from what we are seeing here, clearly the answer is no. So but we are not stopping here. What we want to see analyze in this week is that beyond concluding whether it is feasible for us to proceed with the live chat, whether it's feasible for us to proceed with the chatbot, what we are trying to see is that what other insights we can actually draw from this. So for once, one of the insights I've already given, for one, more than 85% of users are using Indonesian version of the MMP page as opposed to English. So basically, we are trying to draw these other insights that might be useful for other campaigns that we are using here, be it the SEO GNB campaign or the website campaign. So what other actions can we, what other insights we can draw from here, and we'll give our findings, we'll present our findings next week. So I think that's basically my update for the live chat. If you like yes, the interns will be giving their what's that called? Will be writing their updates in a paper already attached to this card. They'll be updating it by tomorrow's lunchtime, and thereafter we'll hold a meeting to discuss it further. And Zaki, Kyla, and myself will also draw a conclusion from this. So we'll update this all in time to come on the card and also in next week's Scrum. So that's all for the live chat. Any questions? Or do you need any elaboration from any interns?
Okay, that's pretty apa namanya? That's pretty huge. Eriko, maybe my question is there any result after we do 1 week experience. Sorry, 1 week experiment.
What do you mean by is there any result?
Yeah, it is like the is there any leads that asking about property management, or yeah, is there any apa namanya basically pivot that we can do for the next.
Okay. Maybe because I've spoken quite a lot, I'll hand this over to Audrey to elaborate.
Okay, I think I would like to share my experience, Karizal. Actually, regarding leads, there was actually one visitor who actually asked about the services of Bukit Vista during my shift. And in the live chat itself, he was asking, he gave his phone number and he said that he wanted to know more about Bukit Vista. And then I handed over to BD, to Kaila, and when it's approached, it turns out that it's not an MQL, so it's more of another property management who wants to know about our services. But besides, other than that, most of the action during the live chat is actually not so many interaction. I agree with Eriko. There's not so much interaction with it. So I think for me, during the operator, the highlight was just that one lead, but it's not counted as MQL.
I see. Interesting. Okay. Audrey, my next question is, do you invite them to join the chat, or the user is directly chatting you?
So for me, it's this usually there are a lot of visitors, right? There's like 4 or 5 visitors at once. But the only people that I invite to my chat is the people who are on the MMP page or the homepage itself.
Yep.
If a person is already in the let's say booking page or the job page, I do not ask an invite to chat with me because I know there is no flow for it. So that's why I focus on the invite for myself.
So I just want to clarify. So you invite the user to join the chat, ya, instead of they apa namanya naturally chatting you. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that is correct.
Okay, that's interesting. Over to everyone. Is there any questions regarding live chat project? Nope. All good.
Okay, maybe if no one else have any comments, my final comment for this is one of the also already written in this card. One of the things, because I was tracking the user's journey from when they landed on the MMP page and basically when they exit the website. And what I found out was, a couple, basically a handful of them, actually after they left off the MMP page, they visited this. So I attached the link here to this chat. This is the step-by-step guide in Indonesian version, the step-by-step guide for new partners. So I'm thinking that it is not really relevant to them, but the title might be a bit misleading to them because it might actually seem like, in their perspective, it might seem like it's actually basically the onboarding process of being a
Yep.
partner. Yeah. So I'm because of that, the other insight that I drew from this campaign is that it's time for me to revisit my initial idea of maybe we should put what is that called, a flow chart, as to basically a very basic flow chart of from the moment they land on the MMP page, how do they convert to being a partner. Yeah.
Interesting. Yep.
Yep. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Rico, that's very interesting. Please write that down. The apa namanya? What your next action to this card, ya? Whether either in this card or on the website campaign card.
Sure.
Okay, thank you, Rico. Let's move to, wow, it's already 30 minutes. Over to Facebook ads, Zaki. Please update that you think it's important. Don't too long, ya, Zak, ya. Okay, Zaki.
Okay. So perhaps first let's see the final update, Mas. Yep. Okay. So for the Facebook ad itself, currently we're on the first phase or the first pivot. It's the awareness campaign. So basically, the objective is to raise awareness to potential partners about Bukit Vista. Yeah, so the lead generation is not the main objective. So from the numbers here, as we can see, it is updated today based on the last week on 4th August. The number is there, as you can see. It's jump uh, every metrics jumps almost more than 100%. Yeah, and but unfortunately, it haven't been successful in producing any leads or even CTA button clicks, just like Erico said on the MMP page campaign before. So yeah, so the numbers are quite great in terms of awareness, but in terms of the results that we really wanted, which is leads, is not there yet. But Mas Rizal, can you now move to the activity section?
Yep.
So yeah, it's quite long, but perhaps I just want to highlight what insights that I got during the past weeks that I've run these ads. So where to start? Yeah. So okay, so perhaps I want to show you about the copy and the design of these ads, the improved version. Yeah. So there are three separate ads that were launched in this campaign. So the first one is the gratis one. I name it gratis one because it highlights the benefits that the partner gets if they partner with us. So it's a gift basically, light motion video. So yeah, and then the second ads is the I call it PPKM content. So it showcases the online inspections of CM to our existing partners. So it's basically shows what Bukit Vista give to the partner to entice potential partner to become uh, partner with us. Basically, just that. And then the last one is a standard JPEG ads, image still images ads. So um, yeah, basically it's just offering the value of a camaraderie of partnership of getting work together done to increase the occupancy and bring guests to the villa. Yes, basically that's the three messages that we're trying to send to a potential partner with our three ads. And then the performance itself. So from those three ads, I found that the PPKM content or the online inspection one is the top performing. Is the most click. Yeah, top performing. What I mean is it generated the most clicks, and then the clicks is redirected to the MMP page. So yeah, this one is the top performing one, and then followed by the gratis content, and then last by the still image of bahu membahu content. So yeah, uh, our initial hypothesis is we want to try using GIFs or short videos because because I think it helps what oh, no it helps the visitors to get their attention. Sorry, not it helps it makes easier for them to stop scrolling on their phones and start looking at our ads because we have motions in that. Then I think the ppkm content shows to them like what we're trying to do is just want to make their business run better, yeah, bring more guests and etc it's just because we're showing not telling it. I think it justified why it's the top performing ads so far. And then yeah, from I also found some problems. So I see there are a lot of discrepancies. So I analyzed the Hotjar. The Hotjar only recorded nine total sessions from the past weeks, from 4th August to 9th August. So only 9 sessions. It's pretty weird because from the ads manager, it's recorded almost 156 landing page views, but it is not recorded on the Hotjar. So I don't know. I still don't know what happened there, but from these 9 sessions that were recorded, it it all basically lasting more than 30 seconds, and uh, seven of those are scrolling and reading about what is posted on the MMP page. So most of them stop scrolling until the package plan section. So most of them are not really seeing our CTA buttons because it is located in the lower section of the page. But most of them stop scrolling on the new benefit banner page by Erico, and the zero fee management sections also revised by Erico. So yeah, I think from these seven recorded sessions on Hotjar, I think they have a high possibility uh, to be our potential partner, but they are still not converting yet. And yeah, so far is that. And then the two sessions from those nine is basically just idle sessions. So they did nothing on the page and just open the page and close it again.
Yep.
So yeah, I think the notable ones is that Mas Rizal. About the next plan is it's about the other thing, so it's a bit technical, guys. So I basically do some little segmenting on this Facebook ads. So I try to segment the potential partner based on their interests. I created three segments plus two segments. So and it's quite technical, but I basically wanted to try to switch off one of those segments. Yeah, this one. I want to try to switch off the broad segments because currently the budget allocation is skewed towards the broad segment, so it's not distributed evenly to the other segments. So yeah, I just want to try to switch that one off to see whether if we allocate more budgets to the other ad sets, it would provide us with more quality leads. I don't know. I just want to try that. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yep.
okay,
Anything
Mas.
else?
Uh, I think I think that's the core ya, that's intinya itu.
Okay. Wow, that's a huge. Okay, let's move to a Q&A. Offer to everyone. Is there any questions? If maybe you may be a little bit confused about Facebook ads or something, you can ask Zaki for this. Okay, if none for now, you can ask to the cut, yeah, basically, yeah, later on. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, Zach. So we have five ad set currently, but you want to turn off the two. Is that correct, Zaki?
Yes, yes. That's correct. So perhaps for others that do not understand what ad sets mean, so it's basically ad sets is used to segment customer based on something. So in Facebook, we can do that based on their interest. So I try to create three segments based on interest. That's property management, and luxury rentals, plus two extra segments. The LAA is basically created by using the profile of our existing partner. So Facebook will try to look for a similar profile to our existing partner. And then the last one is the broad. The broad segment is practically it's very general because it's like I want to cast a giant net to fish potential partner that are not segmented within the other four. So yeah, just to FYI for others who did not understand assets. Okay, Mas Rizal, back to your questions.
Okay, so what's the two that you want to going to turn off?
Oh, only one. I think the broad one.
I
Yes.
see. Okay, so the broad one, you're not apa namanya, you're not setting like the area or what their interest, something like that. Is you're not yet
Uh,
setting that or
I only set the area and the age group. I said it. The age group is between 35 until 65, and then the area is only in Bali area. But the interest is not limited. It's turned off. So
hmm.
anyone is targeted.
Okay, interesting. maybe my suggestion is here, Zach. Before you do the turn off, please also give the result of each ad set. So for example, like what is the CTR, what's the number of CTR, what's the number of landing page views of this ad set, so we can know is this growth is actually is true giving a low performance regarding CTR, or it's or maybe it give best performance of giving CTR. I think that's my suggestion, but yeah, that's maybe we need to more apa namanya see the data first ya. Okay, maybe that's my suggestion, Zaki, up to you. Okay,
Okay, thank you, Mas
yeah.
Rizal.
Okay, that's that for the Facebook ads. And oh yeah, if you guys have questions, please comment on the Zaki's card here, Facebook ads partnership, related to the maybe the technical or maybe the insight and so on and so on. Okay, let's move to the last of the priority in partnership, which is partner persona. Yep, this is basically still MVP, and it will be executed by Vicky, the next maybe the next apa intern person in marketing. So yeah, for the general information of this is we want to create a bunch of partner persona based on their interest, and yeah, basically we want to target them in one of our um, digital marketing platform, something like that, like young person we will target using Instagram, or older person we try to target them using Facebook, and so on and so on. That's basically the general information of this apa namanya of this campaign. If you have any questions, please directly write on this comment, because we don't have any much time to discuss other campaign. Yeah, that's that, guys, and let's move to the revenue campaign. Over to Mas Kiani. Yeah, what is the focus or prioritize campaign on guest funnel? Over to you, Mas Kiani.
Okay, thank you, Mas. I will make it quickly. So our focus on revenue campaign is one Airbnb, it's daily content after, and the second is Facebook marketing awareness, and third is Instagram campaign, and the last is Facebook campaign, a booking.com campaign.
Okay, sorry, let me baca ulang ya. The first one is Airbnb, is that correct?
Yeah, Airbnb,
The second one is Facebook, and the third is Booking.com ya.
Instagram, and the last
Instagram.
is booking.com.
I see, I see. Why you choose that order of the prioritization?
Okay, number one, why I choose Instagram as our first priority, because last 3 weeks our Airbnb performance is dropped in terms of impression and instant book. So it's dropped a lot, and I want to me and Sharon to working on it to improve our listing and changing a new strategy. So it will help our revenue as well. Because on the Airbnb, it's we can do a small thing but big impact. It's a bit different than other channel. So yeah, that's why I'm prioritize Airbnb first. And after Airbnb, I choose Facebook to work to second priority, because um, in our OTA, it's basically drop quite a lot because of regulation. But our Facebook
Yeah,
is just keep increasing. I mean, the inquiries is keeping high,
I
and
see.
I think the bookings also keep stable. So I want to keep more content on Facebook, and I saw that Zaki already did some improvement like on the emoticon and the hashtag as well. And I provide the listing view column on the Facebook tracker. So Zaki could mention if they improve, if this improvement is effective or not. That's for
Yeah,
Facebook. And second is Instagram. Why I choose Instagram? Because uh, maybe this week is the PPKM is over 9 August, but I see
hmm?
inquiries is keep stable. I mean, not really drop, but not really high. And I want to keep optimize it by inviting Faya as a Instagram campaign manager right now, and Sharon. So I saw they create new strategy using reels to promote our profile, and then uh, doing some commenting to other posts. And I also held a discussion with BIT, Dila and Anis, to doing ROI calculation for influencer. So perhaps by this new strategy, it could increase the inquiries on Instagram. And the last one is Booking.com. For Booking.com, there is not much activity, but I saw there is room of improvement on the platform itself, which is improve the self check-in service offer and then property page for 100%. I think just that.
Interesting. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting of the prioritization itself. Maybe we can, Mas Yoni, should we also update of each campaign for the detailed explanation?
Sure, but I will make it short term. Perhaps my first question is over to Sharon for the
Hmm?
Airbnb daily contact number. Okay, Sharon. So I saw that all the updates on Airbnb we dropped quite a lot there on the Istanbul here. So that's my question is what are the most common inquiries lately and what are the notable inquiry outside pricing? Over to Sharon.
Okay, so from what I noticed lately, they're also asking for long-term stays.
Say okay.
So like it still also like relates to pricing, but they're always asking for like if they can stay for this period of time and if they can get a discount or special price. So I think that can actually be taken in mind that our audience right now they're looking for long-term stay packages. So maybe we can create like a somewhat a campaign to promote long-term stays through like discounts and promotional things. And I also, strangely, I also noticed a lot of them asking if they can bring pets.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like I also know that like some of the properties it's fluctuating, so the only way like we can't know for sure if this property allows pets or if that property doesn't allow pets. So probably like for the pets
Okay. Okay.
thingy, the only solution right now is to just continuously like fix the listing because every property is different. So I think, yeah, for now it's probably long-term stays and also like about the pets.
Yes.
And also they're like always asking if they can visit the location
Mhm.
now or like if they can know the address of the location. But then again, like Airbnb policy, they states that we can't provide the location of the exact address. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we can like put it on the headline or like somewhere on the top that says we don't provide the address because of Airbnb's policy. Because I noticed a lot of them are asking about that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank you
that's it.
very much. Yes, thank you very much, Sharon, for your update. I already, I already note that your what's called based on your observation on there is a lot of inquiries asking about long term. Is this property available for long term stay? I already note on the comment on SLA awareness revenue that our next to do on Airbnb campaign is what is add the long stay promo on the listing title on the two. Yeah. So for
Hmm.
this one, I believe it could trigger more inquiry. Yeah. So that's one of our activity or of our
Hmm.
yeah. I think that's all from the Airbnb campaign.
Yep.
Thank you, Mas Rizal.
For another campaign, is there any that you want to update?
Okay, another campaign I just want to yeah, I think just that's all my suggestion because
That's all. Yeah.
of updates and plan or next action, I already write it down on the comment section on SLA revenue spot.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Of course, the floor is yours. Based on this, sorry, wrong card. Maaf. Okay, based on this revenue, guest funnel update, is there any questions regarding the actionable plans or why they are using this, why they choosing this, something like that? Is there any question? Nope. Are good? Okay, maybe yep. If all good, yep. I think that's all of the update of the campaign, update of partnership and also guest funnel. And let me move quick to the discussion. Is there any thread, new thread based on here? Okay, I believe it's on the previous discussion. Yep, it's also previous. Okay, I think we will discuss a quick one about here. So yeah, okay. See, this is related to the P2P feedback that we do on Saturday. How do you feel, guys? Do you feel the P2P feedback is too fast, about 30 minutes, or do you think we can continue to asynchronous in the future, or do you think it's not good idea? Maybe it's about reducing our emotional or reducing our motivation of this program itself. So yeah, that's the thing that I want to discuss. Okay, maybe to Mas Jenny first because you want to tulis ya. Maybe over to Eriko, please ready for rating the discussion. Okay, over to you, Mas Jenny.
Okay, it's just quick one. I feel that for the last P2P feedbacks, it's run well, run smoothly. It's very effective. Half an hour is very enough, and we just write and read. I think it's very ideal for me.
Okay, thank you, Mas Jenny. And over to um, Aldri first. Aldri, what do you think?
Well, for me, I before I knew about the P2P, I think this was like supposed to be like somewhat a bonding for marketing team, right? Like to share and have time with one another and talk things outside work. I think the it shouldn't be asynchronous, but I think it's good if we still have time to review it, at least like the one this Saturday, because we can still ask questions and
Yep.
it's much more shorter. It's better if it's shorter.
I
because
see. Yeah.
The bonding now is already with marketing happy hour, right? So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. That's great insight. Okay, let's move to Zaki first. Zaki, I want to hear from you about this.
Okay. Yeah, I think the last P2P feedback is much more efficient and effective, yeah, because uh, we don't have to do waiting while others reading their feedback too. But yeah, we can do the clarification somewhat asynchronously too. Basically, was result. I think that's an improvement. That's better because it saves everybody's time. Apalagi weekend gitu.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Okay, so do you think we still do it apa namanya secara langsung ya? I mean the live meeting ya. So we still need a bonding with others. Tadi.
Yes, but not 2.5 hours. The last one is pretty good. Perhaps under 1 hour or 1 hour max is fine to me.
Okay. Thank you, Zaki, for the feedback. And move to Sharon then. What do you think, Sharon?
Actually, for the peer feedback yesterday, I didn't join until the end because I left early because I had to go to the dentist. But for me, I think the Dropbox paper itself is a good initiative because I was able to like reflect on myself and evaluate what are my weaknesses, because I know that sometimes it's hard to identify your own weaknesses in your own perspective. So you always need somebody else's opinions. And for me, the peer marketing feedback is very much useful, but maybe to increase engagement and like to maybe like explain in detail, I think we can still definitely continue the peer marketing feedback in synchronously, especially
I
like
see.
after the games and all that. I think it's still a
Yeah.
good idea. Yeah.
Okay, mantap. Okay, over to Eriko. Since you are not attending, I mean you attending with asynchronous. What do you think, Eriko, about this idea?
Yes, I think that it's definitely an improvement, and I much prefer it this way as opposed to the previous one, because the previous session I think took up almost 2 hours, and it was just I think a mere reading of the written text that's already written. So definitely, I think that we can all read this through ourselves, and yes, I think that having a 30 minutes one to directly address the queries that anybody have or any disagreements is a great initiative. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Eriko. The last, Mas Bayu, do you have additional suggestion or thoughts maybe about this?
Oh, okay. Mm, Actually, I want to recognize this first result. I think this is a really great move that you've done to move to create the asynchronous system for the P2P. I think that's something that needs to be appreciated. That you can work on that, and I definitely think that this is more efficient because I think the last time I think the last few times we always get like some people still not finishing the feedback
Yeah,
during
yeah,
the meeting itself. So I think this is an innovation for the way we do peer to peer.
yeah.
I definitely still agree that sometimes we still need to do like a face-to-face meeting and synchronous, especially to give the feedback.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure when people read the feedback on their own, I'm not sure how they will respond, right? And then
Yep, yep, yep.
whether the feedback is correctly received or not, or is it misunderstood. But I think with this one, with this hybrid method, asynchronously, and then we will do the uh, synchronous meeting later when everyone is finished with the feedback. I think that's save a lot of time, so we can finish it like maybe under 1 hour. So that's I fully support this idea actually, and probably okay. So what is the next step? Should is the last time session basically for this month session, or do we want to follow up with another one for this month?
Yeah, I think for the follow up is, yeah, for the next P2P month. So it will be happen on when August,
Next month,
September,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, to review the August month.
Okay then. That is for me, Rizal.
Okay, thank you, Mas Billy, for your final thoughts. Yeah, maybe for the conclusion is we can still do face to face feedback, yeah, but we will do it more hybrid by using asynchronous to write first your feedback before we start the peer-to-peer session. Okay, everyone, that's that. I think it's already covered all about our Scrum today. Maybe I still need your feedback about this Scrum. Do you think it's there's improvement or there's need? Do you have any feedback about my sharing today about the flow or about the apa kejelasan or the clarity of each update? Also, do you think that's need to improve or not? Please give your feedback, and I will give the paper after this. And first you, Mas Gani.
Can I propose extend 5 minutes?
Yep. Offers to everyone. If you agree, please thumbs up. If you don't agree, please thumb down about extending. Yep, all good from Mas Bayu. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we can extend Mas Gani. Over to you.
Thank you very much, guys. I think it's pretty good Scrum meeting. We already split the partnership and the okay, sorry, partnership and guest panel, and we missed one thing that we have a new guest here, which is Faya.
I see. Yeah.
Faya
Okay.
is from BI that she's handle Instagram campaign. That perhaps Faya, do you have something to say? Why you attend this Scrum? Hello, open to yeah. Hello, it's Faya. Oh no. Uh, hello.
Okay.
No.
Faya,
No,
can
it's
you
fine.
hear me? Can you hear us?
Could you
No.
tell us? Yeah.
but it's kind of lagging.
Oh, okay. It's just quick question. What insight you get from marketing Scrum meeting today?
Well, the insight I get is that in marketing there is like the website campaign
Mhm.
and the online chatting stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I think in marketing it has a strong connection with HAR and BI. Also for the peer-to-peer, I see it's also implemented in the HR chapter. I think it and it I don't think it has been implemented in mine. It could be like a good insight for my chapter.
Okay. How about your campaign, Faya? Since Instagram is very closely related to marketing, right? So, do you have some insight regarding Instagram, or do you? Yeah.
So I joined this Scrum because I thought like it would because I take care about the Instagram campaign, right? And so yesterday I tried my first post on Thursday, and it gets more reach, I think, and also the what do you call it in kayak likes and stuff like that. But then again, what needs to be improved from our Instagram is the account that doesn't follow us, because it only usually like about 25 percentage of the overall reach. And I think it's important to reach that part, but I'm still like searching on how to reach out to our non-followers more.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think that's great, Faya. Thank you very much for your update. And yeah,
Sorry, what?
yeah, yeah. I think just that. Thank you very much, Faya.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, I think just that, Mas Rizal. Overall, one thing that maybe needs to improve, perhaps I feel that on the partnership side, it's way too long to
Yep. I
uh,
think so.
discuss too detail about the ad set, about the chat box, and something like that. But yeah, I feel just too long. Yeah.
I see. Yep. I think so about that. Yep. Okay, maybe I will figure out later. Yeah, how we can do more efficiently on updating on the partnership side, because it's also apa complex. If I can say regarding website and also Facebook ads. I think that's really complex. But yeah, I will figure out later about the batasan-batasan, about the limitation of the update, and yeah, basically that. Thank you, Mas Gani, for your update. I think that's all. Is there anything else that you guys want to add before we end the meeting? Nope. Aldre, all good. Okay, so I think all good, yeah. Thank you everyone for attending this. For the next chair, I will announce later on the Slack channel. Guys, thank you for attending this meeting. Have a nice day and